Aloha, I'm Kiana Kayabyab, and you're watching Star News Live. Here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. The Russian Navy is conducting a major training exercise about 300 miles west of Hawaii. CBS News reported Tuesday that the naval exercise prompted the U.S. Air Force to scramble 3 F-22 fighter jets from Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam on Sunday. Russian officials says it is the largest naval exercise in the Pacific since the end of the Cold War and involves surface ships, anti-submarine aircraft, and long-range bombers. CBS cited U.S. defense officials as saying the Air Force scrambled the F-22s from Hawaii in response to Russian bomber flights. However, the Russian aircraft did not enter the air defense identification zone, so the planes were not intercepted by the U.S. jets. CBS reported that the USS Carl Vinson Carrier Strike Group was also conducting a naval exercise about 200 miles east of Hawaii and now has moved closer to the islands in response to the Russian exercise. Hawaii health officials reported 1 new coronavirus-related death today and 30 additional coronavirus infections. The latest figures bring the statewide COVID death toll to 507 and total cases since the start of the pandemic to 37,134. Today's new infection cases include 24 on Oahu, 3 on Maui, 1 each on the Big Island and Kauai, and 1 Hawaii resident diagnosed outside of the state. State officials counted 12 additional COVID hospitalizations today. As of Tuesday, there were 32 COVID patients in Hawaii hospitals, with 7 in intensive care beds and 2 on ventilators. Health officials also reported that the number of currently active COVID infections in the state remains below 700. Honolulu firefighters were busy Tuesday evening searching for several lost hikers who became stranded on Oahu trails around sunset. Just after 6 p.m., the Honolulu Fire Department received a 911 call for lost hikers in Kahana Valley. 5 units with 16 personnel arrived at the scene 10 minutes later. Firefighters located a 31-year-old man and 33-year-old woman who had become lost while hiking the Pu'umanamana Trail. Both hikers were airlifted on HFD's Air One helicopter to Kahana Valley Beach Park and did not require medical attention. About 2 hours later, firefighters were called to a gulch near Whitmore Village, where military police heard a woman yelling for help. Firefighters conducted a ground and aerial search along Plantation Road and found the 37-year-old woman. She was airlifted to a landing zone and transferred to the care of Emergency Medical Services paramedics after 11 p.m. HFD officials urged the public to hike safely, bring a fully charged cell phone, and to leave the trail before sunset. Honolulu police have arrested a teenager after he allegedly pointed a handgun at a 25-year-old man in the Honolulu Zoo parking lot in Waikiki. Police said the victim observed the 19-year-old suspect driving recklessly in the zoo parking lot on Kapahulu Avenue around 4:30 p.m. Monday. When the 25-year-old man told the teen to slow down, the suspect allegedly followed the man and pointed a handgun at him. Police arrested the suspect on suspicion of first-degree terroristic threatening. Finally, assistant coach Jabari Trotter is leaving the University of Hawaii basketball program to rejoin the Dartmouth coaching staff. Trotter is a former Dartmouth student athlete and coach who joined the Rainbow Warriors in 2018. Trotter said he's returning to Dartmouth to give back to his alma mater and to be closer to family. At UH, Trotter's duties included scouting, recruiting, and academics. He is the second assistant basketball coach to leave UH since May.